Well, let's talk about session 5 of expressing, living it out. We're still talking about Gabe's principles of influence and the living it out portion of it. Not only did he live it out to his wife and to his kids, but he lived it out to his world. And so before I do that, I just want to make a quick comment. This is in your leader's guide, but you need to be thinking now about your commencement, which will be coming up in about a month from now. It's really a special part of the journey, and you want it to be very special, and you want it to be something that comes off the way you want it to as a guide, and you want it to come off from the heart, not just rote, because we have a lot of stuff in the leader's guide about the commencement. So I would say start preparing now so that you're ready for that. Start thinking about your location. Start thinking about some things that we do in the journey, like giving the participants a new name, which I'll talk about that in a little bit, or getting them a gift, or sometimes we do letters from the spouse. There's different traditions that we've done, and I'll go over those in coming sessions. But I would say read ahead, be looking at the commencement now, and be doing your preparation right now. So in session 5, of course, this is you still want to go back to the 5 chapters of John, which was 16 through 21, which they were supposed to be journaling in the last few weeks, and you want to hear the nuggets that they had from that. But now you're going to be moving into what it looks like to live it out to your world, and in doing that, the way that it's kind of been put in here is looking at the heart, and looking at the heart of Gabe, and kind of different things about Gabe that helped us understand. And and really, Gabe was he's like a Christ-like character. He's a guy that looks so much like Christ. But that's the goal, isn't it? The goal of abiding is for us to look more like Christ as we get the fruit of the Spirit, which helps us share the fruit with the world. And so this session is great. There's a lot of little excerpts from Journey to the Inner Chamber about Gabe, but also some scriptures that tie into where God wants to get us as we live it out to our world. And so I think you'll understand that, and your participants will really enjoy starting to think how important their role is in their world. And so it's a pretty long session. There's a lot of things to go over, so be sure you go over the lesson and prepare for that. But anyway, this is good, and we're getting just one more session after this, and then it's the commencement. So make sure that you are making preparations now for your commencement. And the assignment for the next session, session 6, is all about spiritual warfare. So there's a lot of scriptures for them to read, to think about spiritual battle. It's important for the participants to know that they have an enemy, if they didn't already know that. But not only that, but to know that they have spiritual weaponry available to them that God gives us as believers. And so this is a really important session. So make sure that they you go over the assignment, and make sure that they understand how important it is to really take some time to look at that.